Welcome to Awkward Channeling, where spiritual insight meets real life awkwardness. If you're here for truth, growth, and a little chaos, you are in the right place.
Hey,
Hello, and thank you for waiting for us. The real life awkwardness today was not Joelle. It was my computer had no sound. I don't,
for a change.
it was on me. So sorry.
Wouldn't be
I'll
us
show
if
you.
it wasn't something going wrong, would it?
Well, technology lately has been a bit of a challenge. Like I keep having errors and different things. So, anyhow,
Yes.
welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out while we were busy. I don't know. What time is it? It's 10 minutes late.
Almost 10 minutes, yeah. Well, happy first day of spring. And
Yes.
it's like I was messaging Shauna earlier. I love how things align because neither of us realized it was the first day of spring, which is all about rebirth and clearing and letting go of the old. And here we are talking about clearing timelines and getting rid of the old and bringing in. So it's
Yeah.
like, love the way spirit works. So
And they do. It's funny. It really is funny. But we definitely have a good lineup today. We're gonna have Jesus, we're gonna have Isis, and we're
Isis,
gonna have
yeah,
Father Time for sure.
cool today.
Um, yeah, today will be fun.
Yeah.
So, without any more jabbering, I will have Joelle bring in Jesus, although I didn't do banners for that, so sorry.
Oh, I have a banner for him, I think, somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Oh,
But
okay, cool.
yeah, I get the feeling he's wanting to come in. I'll let him talk. He'll explain it better than I
Just gonna
will.
toss it over to Jesus. Come on, Jesus, let's do it.
Yeah. Yes, hello. Everything does happen for a reason, and it does, in Shauna's words, like to discombobulate you too, but it is all in good fun, and this can be somewhat of a serious subject, so we were wanting to bring in some more light and a little laughter. And when we talk about the timelines, there are many that are you are involved with, and not just the timelines for this life here, but also past lives. And I'm coming in today to help release the things that are no longer serving you. And a lot of that has to do with feeling like you are not good enough. You do not deserve this or that. And a lot of that does tie into religious stigma because, especially in Christianity and a few other religions, you are taught about sin. But there truly is no sin for you to be ashamed of because sin really does not exist. Sin is a human construct. And I am coming in to help you with releasing the shame you might feel, the unworthiness, because that is a big thing that some humans are taught too, that you are unworthy. And that is just a falsehood that I am trying to break down as well, because you are all more than deserving. You have nothing to be ashamed of, no matter what you have done in this life or even past lives. We are going to release all of those timelines so you can step into everything that you deserve. Just one moment, and I will start the clearing. I just ask that you take a deep breath and relax and allow it to come through. Ani apakaya si atatatake ani asi ani ananatete amakate hunatisi ani ananatete hanatatake amayasi anate humayatatake ananatsi anayat mumatate ananatake ananatasi hanatatake. Know in your heart you have nothing to fear or be ashamed of. Hamayasi anante, matatake asi ananaya taku, unate asi anatatake anamasi ani atete, Unatatake amayasi ananatake. Hatsi ananate. You are more than good enough. You deserve everything that is waiting for you behind the curtain. Hatate ke asi atate. Unate ake anate asi ananotu. Hatate ke. Unatate ke amayasi anayate. Hasikaya namu atatake. Hutatake amayasi anadate. And know you are loved beyond measure, not just by me, but by everyone. Whew.
Woo. I can feel that working on me with that little ear popping thing going on. Like, woo,
Right. Ooh, he was
we,
very adamant. It was like I've never felt him come through like that before.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, well, it's funny because we hit on that a little bit this morning when we were talking about, the videos and how we doubt our videos and
Right.
ourselves every channel we do, like I'm running it by her. Like,
Right.
it's crazy, but we did talk about that,
Yeah. Yeah.
for sure.
And yeah. And it's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of loopy right now, but yeah, and that's what we're here, releasing all the stuff that no longer
Mhm.
serves us, and whew,
Yeah, I
oh,
don't know that we're ever done. Like, I think that every time we do something,
right,
it's a different layer for
yeah.
everyone. I just think it's just layer
It,
after layer after layer.
it was kind of cool because when he first started, like the light language, I got a vision of just a person. I don't know who, but it's like they almost look like a puppet, and he's like cutting the strings. That was,
Mhm.
I guess supposed to be
It
the
was
time.
binding us.
Huh?
It was binding us to
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. It was very interesting. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I can imagine we're corded to a lot of those beliefs and those
right.
different things,
Yeah,
and I know I think both of us had a really hard time with, important people in our lives telling us we were worthless, so, you
right.
know, we definitely will continue working that
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
for sure. It's funny, I really felt like we needed to have some kind of a discussion about timelines, but, I don't know, who do you feel is coming in next? Do you think does Isis have something she wants to do before Father Time or after?
Do you,
I feel
you
like it
know,
feels like a choice, so I don't.
okay. I feel like she is wanting to come through, and he's wanting to come in to anchor us into it. Does that sound
Yeah.
right to you?
Yeah, and talk. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
let me get some water.
So, yeah,
I need,
drink some water, and, the funny thing about timelines is there are, from what I understand, there are an infinite number of timelines. We have a large number of, like, everything's happening at once. Our time is, "Oh, it's happening now and tomorrow," but it really is just a construct for us to live our lives by. So those are all congruently running, like all the timelines, all your whole life is still
yeah.
running, right? Like it's all happening at the same time, which is really a hard concept for me.
Right.
Um, but that there are, you know, higher timelines we can move to.
Right.
So if we're on one where, things are struggling, if we can clear some stuff, then we can jump up to another that might be, a higher, um, ahead kind of, um, time. I'm not sure how to say that. That's not the right way, but yeah. Anyway, I tried.
I agree. Whew. Okay.
Let's see what Isis has for us. We're gonna wear Joelle out today.
Oh, that's hello. I come in to help you with standing in your true power, reclaiming what is yours, what you have been told that you're not good enough for, and to bring all of this back for you so you can reclaim it because you are so powerful and you have been taught otherwise and it has been pushed down for generations. And it is time for you to reclaim every bit of the power that is truly, truly yours. And this will also help with bringing you the self confidence and releasing the doubts and the worries that you aren't good enough. Because when this power comes back to you, it will feed you in a sense and help you feel more like your true self. So, like all the others, I ask that you allow this to come forth. And then, Father Time, He is going to come in as well. And it is correct. He wants to anchor y'all into your true selves and the timelines that work better for you. Isi anate anati si umai aki asi anate unate asi atatake unate asi ani atate amai anate unate ke amai asi ananate te unatatake anasi umantate. Imagine a silhouette, if you will, of yourself filled with light, slowly coming back into your body, if you will. Usake ati, udate atake amaya si anande, utatatake amaya nati, anasi anateke amaya si, uto, amate asigate amanate ananate. Ooh, nateteki, amayana, teteki. And know in your heart that you truly deserve the life that you want. Amayatsi, anatate. No struggles, no fear. It is waiting for you as soon as you know that you do deserve it. Amayate, amakeke, anasi, anadete. Nateteke amayasi nate amatataku. Nateteke amayanande. Hasi ke amayanaya tataku. Nateteke anasi atete. Nanateteke anasi ani atotu. Amate. Hasike anate amayana tataku. Now this will take a little time to fully integrate. So please be gentle with yourself. Whew. Excuse me. Oh, I lost you. I can't. Are you muted?
Sorry. I
Oh,
did not. But I got the popping going in my ears. Like when
really?
I run energy or receive energy, I get like this popping in my ears. Like, oh,
Oh, wow. Yeah, she
it's
felt
little,
very
but yeah. Yeah. I was yawning up a storm. Everybody can tell you. Yawn away.
right. Whew.
All
Need more
right.
water
So
after that.
hopefully that's feeling okay for you guys. I feel like we're just kind of like really just really fast. So I don't know if we're supposed to or not, but um, I
Yeah.
guess we are. So
Like it felt like a wave, right, Judy? Yeah, lots of water, lots of water.
yeah, yeah, we really want to tell you that anytime you're coming on with something like this where we're doing a clearing or something, just know that it's a lot of energy. So if you receive the energy, if you're open and you do, you're gonna need some water.
Right.
And probably water over the next day or two because it actually
Yes.
takes some time for it to integrate.
Right.
Kevin has a question. You explain what timelines are and do our different aspects still exist in them at this time, at this moment? Yeah, yeah. How would you explain that? Do you have a
My brain is mush right now.
I know, I know. Well, I haven't challenged yet, so let's see if I can pull something up that might make sense. I have a really hard time with this concept for some reason,
Yeah.
but, you know, the timelines are, in essence, every moment of our lives isn't happening in in the time that we are experiencing. It's happening all at once. So you can have different aspects that are on a different timeline that may have a different outcome as well. And again, I have a really hard time with the concept.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure the best way to describe it.
A part of me almost feels like that's what deja vu is. Like when
Mhm.
you have that feeling like, gosh, I've done this before, that's actually another timeline kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
maybe mingling with
Mhm.
you. I don't know. It is so hard to explain. It's
It is because not only is every second of our lives playing out at the same time, there are different,
the past
um
lives and everything is like all at once.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorites, and please don't laugh at me, I'm a big Doctor Who fan. And there's like an episode with the Weeping Angels where they don't kill you. They send you back in time and they use up your energy that you would use in this timeline. And the
Mhm.
doctor goes to explain it. It's not linear. He calls it a big old ball of wibbly wobbly time. It's just like it's all just
Yeah.
interconnected,
And it
It's
is, and yet those aspects of you can have a different outcome in their timeline,
right.
right? So it's like, I mean, we think we're learning a lot in this one lifetime, but there's just the different aspects of us that could be learning something different, and all of that comes back together
Right.
when we cross over, and all come back together. But yeah, I just have a really hard time. This is what we needed to talk about before, but she was in the wrong thing and I was doing something else, and then we had the sound issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really didn't get, it really
Yeah.
clear, but
And when you
Mm.
said that, it made me think of the dream I had about my cousin that passed.
Oh,
Because about how I'm trying to think how we explained it. How when we leave this life, we can go to another, if you will, because
yes.
my cousin and I, we were very, very close. She was more like a sister to me. And one
Mhm.
night I had a visitation dream, she hugged me. It was just the most wonderful dream. Then a few months later, I dreamed I saw her at this party. And I was like, well, hey. And she turned and looked at me and she's like, you're not supposed to be here. And that was it. And it was like, oh crap. And then I stopped
Yeah.
remembering my dreams. I could not remember any of them.
Oh,
And
oh, how funny.
yeah,
Well, and that's a good example, really, because that is something that they say. So let's say that this life ends, but we're not ready to be done. We can move to a different timeline and a different aspect, and we can continue that.
yeah,
So even though we feel like we're this one being having this particular life, we are literally jumping from timeline to timeline on a regular basis where things may be slightly different or we have different experiences. So it's quite you know what? Let's ask Father Time. Maybe he can answer this for us
that's good.
instead of fumbling through, what we're doing. Maybe he can answer this. So
Right.
hang on a sec. Let's see. Yes, it is quite a confusing concept for your brains to understand. You have actually pretty well explained it. There are many different timelines, and it is more like a ball of string than it is a straight line. And therefore, they kind of intertwine. And that is how you manage to jump from timeline to timeline. They are not a straight linear, not sure the word, or it is a much more open, much more fluid concept than you have been living, than you live, right? You live and have lived to this point at a as a very fixed thing with time, and we are bringing to you that time is fluid and that you are actually intermingling from one timeline to another. And yes, there can be you can look at it like there are different aspects of you because you change regularly, and the when you change, it's almost like you move to a new time. So you can go back to that older aspect, who hasn't made the changes that you've made. So it's a very, very complicated concept for your world to understand, and it's very difficult to explain the technicalities because there are many technicalities in this, and yet it is fluid. So the human mind has a very difficult time with time and the concepts. But there are many timelines. There are um, timelines that you are a little more ahead than you are here, depending on what it is you're comparing. You could be working on your inner healing in this timeline and your inner healing and manifestation in another. You could be working on many different things. And as you are at the right point, you will move up to one that is a more, positive, more flowing life for you, as you learn. So that is really the best way I can explain it. What I want you to understand is you do not need to really fully grasp this concept. It is not a concept your brains are made to really grasp. What we want you to know is you have choices. You have many, many choices at all times. And anytime you decide to change something, you will work your way to the next timeline that will support that. So you have an infinite number of running and you have choice. And as you say, okay, I'm going to work on this, and you stay dedicated to that, and you achieve deeper understanding, you achieve healing, you achieve whatever it is, you will move to the next most appropriate timeline for you to then expand from there. It's the best I can explain. What I do want to do here today, while we are working on these timeline clearings, is as was said earlier, I would like to anchor you into your highest timeline for this moment and offer a bit of a connection to all of your highest so that it will possibly make it easier for you as you move forward to work on what it is you wish and shift whatever it is you wish in your life and be more easily moved to that that highest timeline for that. Sometimes this one says often the English language is very difficult. She feels like it is Greek to her, but this is the best that I can explain this. So I would like to offer this grounding into your highest timeline for now and into the higher timelines that you will be moving into. Each of you here are working and moving and understanding the self and understanding these concepts deeper and deeper. And as you do that, you will see things change. And your world is changing so much that it is important that you are doing the work you're doing with yourselves and others. And it will bring about beautiful manifestations, opportunities, growth. And as the world changes, you will have new paths, new opportunities, and a more balanced system to deal with. And so we look forward to that. So we will bring in the anchoring of this timeline for you at this time. Tuaya kea na soya hia i kia ya soisia naya. Tushuya kia naya na so. Time is fluid. Time is fluid, so release what needs to be released and open to the highest, most joyous timeline you have available. Tuskiata toshia niaya. You are worthy. You are worthy of everything you can dream of and more. Picture your life. Picture the life that you are moving into and know that you are headed that way. Think about what it is you wish for yourself and those you love and the world. This will bring about positive change if you do this often. In this moment, I am anchoring you to those dreams that are in that path of yours. And any path changes you wish, you are being anchored to. This is a very exciting time as you all are capable of moving nearly instantaneously to a happier, higher path, one of joy and abundance and beauty. We anchor that understanding for you in your energy field. Tushkia tataskuyeti shikiana, tusukia tashiakayasa. We hope that this is helpful for you at this time. Thank you for bringing me through. And he dipped up. So
Ooh, that was wow.
I can't I couldn't really understand what he was saying, so hopefully what he said made sense. I did get him, like he's like, "Where's the words?" Like, I
Yeah.
am so simple, you guys, and I really probably should expand my language, but I just so sometimes they come in and I find them going, "Oh, how do I say this?" Because I have to use our words and what we have in our head, right? So, it's so funny. It cracks me up, but,
And I mean,
hopefully
it is such a hard thing for our little bitty minds to comprehend, because it's, yeah.
it is, and he's told me that before just when I was talking to him. He's like, it's a really hard concept for you guys because you're living in a linear time to you."
Right.
So, he's like, "Your concept of time is nowhere near how broad time really is."
Yeah.
And he's now started coming through and he talks about it being fluid and how we can speed up and slow down. One of the channels I did recently, he was like, "Ask for help with time. If you're too busy and you need time stretch time. You just need to start asking. You
Yeah.
need to release the beliefs around time being fixed and start to open to the idea that time is
Right.
flowing and fluid." And he said, "If you do that and you call to me, or any of your guides really, they can help you. If you ask for something with time, you will receive assistance." He said, It's not that we don't hear you. It's not that we're not responding. Sometimes it's not right to stretch time for you in that moment, and other times it is. So it's very interesting. He is a guide for me, and it's somebody I need to spend more time with because I think maybe he could get a better understanding, and then I could
Right.
maybe on it. But um, we are.
That was so powerful what he did, though. I agree with Judy. It was. Ooh. I got dizzy at one point. It was,
Did you?
yeah, but not in a bad way. It was just, it was like, ooh, okay, you
I
know.
felt. Yeah, I felt like he was doing a lot, and I was seeing just like this I saw like this ball of string kind of, which is what he was I think he
Yeah.
said about the timelines aren't like we imagine timeline that's stretched out, right? But it's really all woven together in this strange way.
Right.
And there was a show I watched that there were um, there was somebody moving timelines and bringing things together, and I don't know what show that was,
Oh, yeah.
but I was
The show
fascinated
of
by it.
witches, the the
The
witch show.
Yeah, it was witches, and it was, like, back in old times or whatever, and they were trying to anyway, I don't know what they were doing, but there was, like, this time weaver
Yeah.
who would pull in all of it, and they would weave ti and that's just I was seeing a lot of that going on, so it was very interesting, and it reminded me of that very much. Um,
Very powerful. Sorry.
there is no one we can't ask assistance from, really. Um, yeah, he's come to you too. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Um He may be. Mhm. I really do think that Father Time is very present with us right now.
Right.
Us, everyone.
Oh,
I think he is ready and waiting and really wanting to help us,
no.
um, understand it better
Yeah.
and realize that
I
it's
mean, we
kind of
are
funny.
going into like a new time, you know.
We are. He said that. He
Yeah.
said time is changing. It used to be very fixed, but
Right.
it really is not at this point. It is so fluid.
Right.
And fluid is the only word I can think of. It
Yeah.
very much is moving around like water anytime he shows me
Right.
anything.
It's so
And
cool. It fascinates me whenever you channel him. It's just like, oh, that's so neat and just
I know it's
wow.
so funny because I mean, the first time he came in for me was in class, and I was hysterically crying the entire class. Like it
Yeah.
was so ridiculous. So I must have some deep connection to
Yeah.
him. Like it's so crazy. I was so embarrassed, but there I was through a whole class was crying. You know, um, our parallel lives and parallel realities connected with timelines. Hmm. You want to answer that?
I heard yes, but I don't know from who.
Yeah, I know. He's like, yes, but it's complicated, is what I heard. It's so hard to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Hmm. Is there something that is there something will you come back in and channel this one? Okay, let's see if I can get something. Parallel lives and parallel realities. Are they connected? And okay, are they connected with timelines? Hmm. Yes, this is quite a complicated concept, and it is hard to describe, especially through this one right this minute. Now, yes, they are connected. Absolutely. There are so many different realities and so many different aspects of you and your soul because the time is running all at the same time. It isn't that, you used to be 5. I mean, that timeline when you were 5 is still running. Those are still happening. It is very difficult to explain. There are many aspects of you. Your soul is not just foremost. The soul is not just in one body controlling one avatar, as we might say. You are connected to many, and your soul may be running more than one. Plus, you have every year, every aspect of you also happening all at the same time. So they are all connected because all of those aspects are on a timeline. So there are many, many choices and aspects. And that is why, as Joelle was speaking earlier, you can pass in this lifetime, but go to another timeline. You may be a little different age, you may be, having different experiences, but you can move and stay in life if you are not quite finished. that is always possible, but doesn't happen for everyone. Okay, I don't know if that really answers that question, but
It was neat. I think he did, but also while you're channeling him, I heard that we're limitless and we're all over at the same time. You
yeah,
know,
he's showing me like, just a
yeah,
million different me's, and that our soul is
yeah,
not only in control of this one body necessarily, and
yeah,
but it's such a outside of this world
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that
It's like you said, it's hard for us to comprehend because we're so used to time being linear, and we just I think we will get to the spot where we can finally understand, but right now it's just like,
yeah. And
oh,
he's like, "You haven't channeled me enough to really have these understandings in you, so it's really hard to channel this through you, right?
yeah,
So my job needs to be I need to talk to Father Time more, to get, a little more."
yeah.
Um, is he a god? No, I would not say he's a god. Is he an ascended master? Um,
I kind of heard he's his own entity, like,
yeah, I hear no, kind of in between both of those.
yeah,
What I'm hearing. Yeah, yeah. Um, he's in charge of time and, um, managing time with us,
mm,
for us, and not just us. He just said, it's not I'm not just managing time for Earth, I'm managing time for other areas as
right,
well." So it's funny because sometimes I feel like they kind of skirt some of this, especially with me. And I don't know if it's because I haven't really channeled them enough and, really
well, and
gotten
it
in
ain't
there, or
really
there's a,
meant to fully understand it right now either.
yeah, and there's a free will thing too with all of this. So, when they come in and they talk to us, sometimes I find they're like, there's just something either I'm not ready for,
Right,
or it's not something they want to say in a certain way. Right.
right.
So it's like hard. But no, he says he's in between. He's not a god or even an ascended master, really.
Yeah,
Um, but I think you could probably classify him more in the masters category.
interesting.
He said we don't have a construct for that in our understandings for
Right.
what he's doing. Hmm. I think I'm gonna stay with him for a while, and I'll just keep channeling with him and see, what all, we can find out, and we'll just channel more often with him and see if, we can get some more direct info. But it really felt like what he was doing was really connecting all of us to all the best timelines. Um, and of course, we have a choice. So if we don't choose to work on things and we slide back or whatever, we'll be wherever we're supposed to be, but we're still connected to those higher ones. So I was feeling like it was to help us know that we have the connection, we have the power to do and be whatever it is we wish, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Let's see what Judy said. Lee Harris, when channeling the disease, said the concept of no time will be an ongoing theme in 2026. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he keeps telling me, "You all have to start to release the belief around time, and
right,
time being linear, and time being just this straight line, because it is absolutely not that." And we have been I know for me, the last few years, I have experienced days where time flies. I've experienced days where time is slow, and I'm sure that it was already 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm at 10, and I'm
right,
like, "What is happening with time?" So time is moving around. Now, I supposedly have some abilities with time. So, and he talked about that again recently. So I will have to open up to that.
yeah,
I know that there was time. times when I was, younger and, running into the edge of running into other cars and things, and it seemed like all of a sudden that wasn't what was happening. So I'm sure he's, you know, been there helping me with time movement.
Oh,
But um he's always depicted this old man with a beard and a clock, kind of like what we would call God. Yeah, it's funny how they depict. I think they do that because I think they're trying to depict wisdom with that.
right.
And I don't see, so I'm not sure what I mean, he's light for crying out loud, but
Right.
I'm not sure. Let's see, do you agree with the depiction of you as an older being? Yes, because I am ancient in your terms. And he said, and they always make me a very good looking older man. So he likes that. They're so funny. He's funny. He's like, yes, and I'm this sexy old man, right? Um, he's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's about the wisdom and and
Yeah.
yes, the ancient being thing and humans' brains.
Yeah.
We see him as a him, which none of them are him or her, right?
Right.
Like
They're light.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they'll have,
So
they have people.
So
Yeah. And all like things really have equal, male, female, although some of them seem to come forward at times more in their masculine and sometimes they come forward in their feminine. I mean, I've definitely channeled beings that I was like saying she and everybody else knows him as a he, and I'm like, it does feel like a female energy to me.
oh, yeah.
So, it's just the different aspects.
Yeah.
He's funny. Yeah, I am funny. I think he was the one messing with our stuff.
Maybe so.
All right. Did we cover as much as we wanted to cover? Like, we didn't really get a chance to discuss this ahead of time because we had so much going on, both of us. So
it was really good.
Hopefully it's helpful. And of course, if this leaves you with questions, be sure to let us know. And we can always channel again and answer some of those questions. So
and if we don't do another live, we can channel a video or whatever,
Share. Yeah. And we share a lot more of that kind of stuff on the Patreon, actually.
Right. Oh, yeah.
We are over on Patreon. We have, 2 levels over there. And we are continually adding to that paid level. So we'll be putting out more and more in that area. Nadine, I find most of them are funny. They are not always as serious as we would expect, right?
No.
We're thinking they've got this huge serious job to do with us and they're like on our tail. They're not. They're partying and having fun and they're funny. They're funny as all get out. They really are.
Jesus would be funny.
Jesus is hilarious.
He wasn't today, but yeah, times I've channeled him, it's like, are you serious? It's like,
yeah, if you actually start interacting with your guides, you're gonna find they play jokes with you, and they'll make you laugh.
It's like how you act is kind of how they're gonna act towards you too. Because sometimes they just give me straight up smart ass answers, and I'm just like, really?
They're like, you like to be a smart ass. So
yeah.
Here you go.
Give it back to me. Yeah. So yeah, it's funny.
They have a lot of personality.
Yes.
They really do. Yeah. But they're always positive. So don't ever think if you're interacting with one of your guides and they're being really negative with you, then that is not your guide. Move them out.
Right.
Because they are always really positive and excited. And even when we totally mess up, they're like, dude, you did great though. Like they're not at all judgmental. They're
not negative at all.
Peace is a human construct and it's not happening on the other side. It is happening within us, and that's it.
Right.
So, yeah. So they're very funny. They're very open most of the time.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I guess that's what we got for today. I hope you guys found this to be helpful.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. And yeah, we'll be back next week with card pulls. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, next week will be card pulls.
Yeah.
But, if you have questions or, anything,
Yeah.
send us a message or something somewhere. We would be absolutely happy to, look at things and, so thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Bye. Thanks for joining us today, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And you could join us on Patreon for exclusive content and deeper behind the scenes magic. We will see you next time.